my hands won't stop bleeding. No matter how many times I wash them, the blood keeps coming back. And the worst part, it's not mine.
Dude, you freaking me out. What the hell happened last night?
That's the thing. I don't remember. Just flashes. The old house at the end of the street. The door swinging open by itself, and then the whispering.
You're lying. Nobody's lived in that house for years.
Then why did I see lights in the windows last night?
The whispers started soft, like someone breathing just behind my ear. Then they got louder, words I couldn't understand. And then, the hands.
What hands?
Cold, slick, grabbing my wrists, pulling me inside. I fought, but they were too strong. And when I woke up, my hands were covered in blood.
We need to go back.
Are you insane?
If we don't, it'll keep happening. The blood won't stop.
The door creaks open before we even touch it. The air inside smells like rust and rotting flowers. And then we hear it.
Oh God, is that breathing?
No, that's not breathing.
It's laughing.
Welcome back.
The voice comes from everywhere at once. The walls, the floor, inside my own head.
Who the hell are you?
You already know. You just don't remember yet.
And then the memories hit me like a truck. The blood on my hands isn't from last night. It's from 20 years ago.
What did you do?
I was just a kid. I didn't mean to. But the house remembers. And now, it wants payback.
Tick-tock, time's almost up.
The walls start bleeding, the laughter gets louder, and the door slams shut behind us.
We're not getting out of here, are we?
The blood on my hands starts to burn, and then the whispers begin again.
What are they saying?
A name, over and over. A name I haven't heard since I was a kid.
Whose name?
The boy who lived here, the one who disappeared.
You didn't just forget, did you? You made yourself forget.
The floorboards groan. The ceiling drips something thick and dark. And then footsteps. Slow, heavy, coming from upstairs.
We need to leave. Now.
The door's locked, the windows won't budge.
The footsteps stop right above us. A single drop of that black liquid lands on my arm. It burns.
You shouldn't have come back.
The lights flicker. In the flashes of darkness, I see him, just for a second, pale, smiling, standing right behind male 1.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Before I can warn him, the lights go out completely, and then, screaming,
Oh God, what's happening?
When the lights come back on, Mailer 1 is gone. Only his phone remains, screen cracked, glowing in the dark.
One down.
We have to find him.
The stairs creak. Something's coming down.
Too late.
The air turns icy, my breath fogs in front of me, and then I hear it. Male 1's voice, but it's wrong, stretched, broken. The voice doesn't come from upstairs. It comes from inside the walls.
We're next.
The blood on my hands starts bubbling. The whispers rise to a scream, and then...
Run.
We bolt for the door, but it's not where it was before. The hallway stretches longer, the floor tilts like a funhouse. Behind us, the thing that was Male 1 crawls on the ceiling, bones cracking as it moves. The front door appears, just for a second. Male 1 reaches it first, she throws it open to pure darkness.
There's nothing out there.
The walls start bleeding in earnest now. The ceiling drips thick ropes of it, wrapping around my ankles. The last thing I see is female 1 getting yanked backward into the dark. My best friend whispered his last words to me before he died, and now those same words are being whispered back to me. by something that isn't him.
Dude, you look like you've seen a ghost. What's wrong?
I couldn't tell him, not yet, because if I did, he'd think I was insane. But I heard it, clear as day.
He's sweating bullets. Spit it out.
I took a deep breath, and then I said it.
He told me it's in the walls.
What's in the walls?
That's when we heard it, a slow, wet scratching, like fingers dragging through mud. But there was no mud, only drywall.
Okay, that's not funny. Who's messing with us?
The scratching stopped. Then came the whisper.
It's in the walls.
That was his voice.
The voice of my dead friend. And it was coming from inside the house.
We need to get out of here. Now.
But the front door wouldn't budge, locked, or held shut.
The windows, try the windows.
The glass was cold, too cold. Frost spread like spider webs, and behind it, a shadow moved.
It's outside, too.
The whisper came again, louder this time, from every direction at once.
It's in the walls.
What the hell is it?
Then the drywall cracked. Just a hairline fracture at first, then wider, and inside, something blinked.
Oh my God, there's something in there.
The wall split open, and a hand, pale, too long, fingers bent wrong, reached out.
Run.
But where? The doors were sealed, the windows were frozen, and the whispers? They were everywhere now.
It's in the walls.
The hand grabbed my ankle, cold, so cold it burned. And then I saw it, the face in the wall, staring, smiling.
Fight it. Kick it off.
But the grip was iron, and the whispers, they weren't just words anymore. They were a name. My name.
It knows you.
The wall groaned, split wider, and then it spoke.
You're next.
No.
The last thing I saw before the wall swallowed him whole was his eyes. Wide, terrified, and then
We're trapped.
the whispers grew louder, the walls pulsed, and the thing inside, it was laughing.
What does it want?
The answer came in a voice that wasn't human,
Then the lights went out.
and in the dark the walls began to move.
Where's Molotov?
No answer, only the whisper of something shifting in the blackness.
He's gone just like my friend.
Then we're next.
A cold breath brushed my neck. Too close, too human. But nothing human could move like this.
You should have listened.
Listen to what?
The voice came from everywhere at once, from the ceiling, the floor, the air itself.
The walls talk. You just never listen.
This isn't happening. This isn't real.
Then the floorboards groaned. Something was crawling beneath them, slow, deliberate.
We need to move, now.
We ran, blind, desperate, toward the kitchen. Maybe a knife, maybe a way out. But the moment we crossed the threshold, the door slammed shut behind us.
It's playing with us.
The fridge hummed. The faucet dripped. Normal sounds. Wrong sounds. Because we hadn't used that sink in years.
The water's off.
The dripping grew faster, louder. Not water. Too thick. Too dark.
Is that blood?
The fridge door creaked open on its own. Inside, the shelves were empty. Except for one thing.
No.
Male 2A's face stared back at us from the top shelf, his mouth sewn shut, his eyes wide, and written in something wet on the glass,
You're still not listening.
What do you want?
the house answered, Not in words, in movement. The ceiling sagged. The walls bulged. And then,
Oh God, it's breathing.
the whole house was alive, and it was hungry.
We have to get out. Break a window, anything.
I grabbed a chair, hurled it at the glass. But the window didn't shatter. It rippled, like liquid, like flesh.
It's not a house anymore.
The walls pulsed, the floor twisted, and then the whispers became screams.
Right.
But there was nowhere left to run. The doorways stretched, the hallways coiled, and the thing inside the walls, it was laughing.
It's coming.
The last thing I saw before the darkness swallowed us whole was the ceiling opening like a mouth.
Are we dead?
I wanted to say yes, but the truth was worse.
No, we're still inside.
The air smelled like wet earth and old blood. The walls pressed closer. And then,
Always.
the voice wasn't in the house anymore. It was in my head, in my bones.
It's not letting us go.
The darkness shifted. Something brushed against my arm. Too many fingers, too cold.
Then we don't let it take us screaming.
I reached for her hand, squeezed, and for the first time since the whispers began, I spoke back.
We hear you.
The house went still.
See you soon.
The front door swung open.